The air conditioner cooling you right now? It was never built to cool you. The man who invented it didn't care if you were comfortable, didn't care about the heat at all. He had one job: save some paper at a printing press. That's it. And that one tiny fix ended up rewriting the entire modern world. Stick around, because this story gets wild. Before you go any further, if you're new here, hit subscribe and tap that bell, because stories like this are exactly what this channel is about. Section 1. The killer nobody talks about. Before the 1900s, summer wasn't just uncomfortable, it was deadly. Every year, heat killed people, and doctors had no real answer for it. If you were rich, you escaped to the mountains. If you weren't, you just endured it. And it wasn't only people suffering. Factories slowed down, food spoiled faster, medicine went bad, entire economies would basically stall out every single summer. Here's a wild detail. In Washington, D.C., the U.S. Congress would literally shut down for months at a time because the heat was unbearable. Government just stopped. Heat wasn't an inconvenience. It was a full-blown crisis. And the person who was about to fix all of it? A 25-year-old kid who had no idea what he was walking into. Section 2. The printing press problem. Buffalo, New York. There's a printing company called Sackett Wilhelms, and they've got a problem that makes no sense to anyone outside the industry. In summer, their paper swells up. Humidity gets into it, the edges curl, and once the paper isn't flat anymore, the ink misaligns. Red bleeds one way, blue bleeds another, and entire print orders get ruined. They're losing serious money every single summer, so they call in an engineering firm to fix it. Now, you'd think a problem this expensive gets handed to a senior expert, right? Someone with decades of experience? Nope, it goes to the new guy, fresh out of college, barely any field experience, 25 years old. His name? Willis Carrier. And he had no idea this random assignment was about to change history. Section 3, the breakthrough. Carrier studies the printing press for days, and he figures something out that nobody else had connected. The real enemy isn't heat, it's humidity. He spends weeks taking measurements, tracking temperature, observing conditions, and then, supposedly while standing at a train station, watching fog roll in, it clicks. If you cool air down enough, it releases its extra moisture. Same reason a cold bottle sweats in the fridge. So he designs a machine. It pulls air in, sprays it with water to cool it, and as the air cools, the excess humidity condenses out as water. The machine gets installed at the printing press, and it works. The paper stays flat, the colors line up. Problem solved. But here's the part you need to sit with. Carrier didn't build this for people. He didn't care about human comfort. He just needed that paper to behave. Human comfort wasn't even part of the equation. Section 4. Going bigger. In 1906, Carrier patents the invention. He gives it some long technical name, but later, he's the one who coins the term we still use today: air conditioning. The machine starts spreading: textile mills, pharmaceutical companies, factories of all kinds. Then in 1911, Carrier presents a research paper at a major engineering conference, laying out the entire science of humidity control. Engineers around the world are stunned that a 25-year-old figured all this out. His name is suddenly everywhere. Things are looking great, and then everything falls apart. Section 5. The crash. The Wall Street crash. The American economy collapses. Millions lose their jobs overnight. Businesses shut down. Banks fail. And when people can barely afford rent, nobody's buying air conditioners. Carrier's company is suddenly staring down the possibility of total collapse. It looks like this incredible invention is about to die out before it ever really took off. But then, out of nowhere, a new hero enters the story: the movie theater. Section 6. The unexpected savior. During the Depression, most people had no money to spend, but there was one place they kept showing up: the cinema. Why? Because by this point, theaters had air conditioning. Outside, it's 45 degrees Celsius. Inside, a cool 24. People weren't necessarily going for the movie. They were going to sit in that cold room for 2 hours and escape the heat. Theaters with AC were packed every single show. Theaters without it sat empty. Orders for Carrier's machines come flooding back in, and the company survives. But something even bigger happens here. For the first time, ordinary people actually experience air conditioning for themselves, and they realize this isn't just some factory machine. This could be part of normal life. Section 7. Into every home from theaters. AC spreads to department stores, then restaurants, then offices. In 1931, the first room air conditioner hits the market. a unit small enough to cool a single room. But the price? In today's money, we're talking the equivalent of a luxury car. Only the wealthy could afford it. Then World War II ends. America's economy booms. People have jobs, money, and they're building and furnishing homes like never before. Manufacturing scales up, technology improves, prices drop. And by the 1950s, AC is making its way into middle-class American homes. By the 1960s, it's everywhere. And that's when things get really interesting. Because AC doesn't just cool homes anymore, it starts reshaping entire cities. Section 8. Cities that shouldn't exist. Quick question, have you heard of Dubai? The skyscrapers, the malls, the luxury hotels? In the 1970s, Dubai was a small desert village. The heat made it nearly unlivable. Today, over 2 million people live there. That shift didn't happen by accident. Without air conditioning, that growth is basically impossible. And it's not just Dubai. Look at Las Vegas, Phoenix, Houston, cities where temperatures sit above 40 degrees for half the year. Millions of people live, work, and run businesses there. Why? Because of one machine. Singapore's founding Prime Minister, Lee Kuan Yew, once said air conditioning was the single most important invention behind his country's success. Even the US Congress, the one that used to shut down every summer, started running year-round once AC was installed. This wasn't just about comfort anymore. This machine was running entire nations. Section 9. The bigger picture. Here's the thing most people never think about. The medicine you take, insulin, vaccines, cancer treatments, none of that could exist without precise temperature and humidity control. AC isn't optional in that process, it's essential. Operating rooms rely on controlled temperatures to prevent infection. And here's the one that really gets me. Every time you scroll Instagram, stream Netflix, or check your bank balance, you're relying on a data center. Those servers generate so much heat that without cooling systems, they'd fail within minutes. Your messages, your photos, your money, all of it, quietly depending on this technology. The lesson. In 1902, Willis Carrier just wanted to stop some paper from curling at a printing press. He had no idea his fix would end up powering modern medicine, enabling entire cities to exist, and keeping the internet itself running. And maybe that's the real takeaway here. The biggest revolutions in history rarely start with some grand vision to change the world. Most of the time, someone's just trying to solve one small, annoying problem. And somewhere along the way, history gets made. If you enjoyed this, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next one. See you in the next video.